Hi, it's me again, it's Marilyn. I have decided that today I'm going to show you a terrible habit of touching my face when I'm on here. I've got some things, some creations that I thought I would show, and then I may make something else on here, I'm not sure. Before my wire comes in to do the wire turning, which I can't wait for. But until then, I thought I might as well show you some of the things that I have done. So I was going to show you on the table some of the a set of coasters that I've done, but I'm not going to show you on the table because the table's wooden and you can't really see them very clearly. I will actually show you, but they're not clear. They're not really very clear. So I'm going to see if they look better being held up. Actually, it's not really better being held up, is it? You're getting a bit of glare. Okay, so maybe if I held up some white behind it. Is that better? Okay, so I did 2 red and I did 2 yellow. So they are a set of clear coasters. As you can see, clear. And they're quite thick. I did quite thick coasters. You can have them this way around, or you can have them that way around. Now this way around, you can feel the vein in the leaf. They're not real leaves, they're silk leaves, but they're still they're still veins. So you can feel the vein, and if I angle it a certain way, you can actually see where the vein is. So you can have it that way around. Can you see that? Can you see it? Or you can have it the other way around. But I kind of like feeling that bit, you know? It's only down here as well. So it wouldn't affect if you put a cup on it per se. I'm going to use this just as an example. It's a bottle of my alcohol. Cleaning alcohol. So, but as you can see, it's perfectly stable. So, yeah, so that's the latest thing I did. I did those last night because I thought I've got to get rid of this terrible resin I've got. It's pants, man. It's just shocking. I won't say the brand because I believe it's a bit tacky to slag down a company. Unless it, burst into flames or something like that. It didn't burst into flames. It hasn't burst into flames. I've made lots and lots of things out of it. I just think it's really rubbish epoxy resin, and a lot of people like it, and I don't get it. It's a 1-to-1 ratio resin, and I've worked with many 1-to-1 ratio resins. I think the problem was, I know this looks really big. What's that about? I think the problem was I didn't realise it was a low viscosity resin. I don't think I do very well with low viscosity resins. And I didn't realise it was, and I wanted to do all manner of goodies, and I couldn't because it's a low viscosity resin, and I bought a massive amount of it. So yeah, I made loads. I made all my jewellery with it. I made lots and lots of jewellery with it. I will get that on a table so I can show you what I could do with it, what I can do with it. Bear with. Ugh. Broken something now. Oh my god. Okay, these are just a couple of things that I have done with it. So let me just spin over. Okay, so I did things like made crosses because I thought, oh, they'll do well because it's coming up to Halloween. No, that didn't happen. I didn't do very well. Maybe it was too early, I'm not sure. So I did some colourful ones for tree hangings or to wear on your wrist. Some of them very pretty. You know. And I also did, for Halloween, I also did these skulls, mini skulls for key rings, keychains. And I even put little diamondy encrusted eyes in some of them. And I also did some letters for keychains as well. Some very bright, others not so much. And then I also did some Christmas tree decorations, which I thought were quite sweet. So that is one thing. I also did the leaf coasters that I just showed you. I also did more of those, and and they sold within about, I don't know, 2 minutes. They were the first thing to sell. So I also did some necklaces with the resin. I decided to do them on ribbon because I thought they looked a bit goth, and I thought they may go down quite well for Halloween as well. Also, I think I may have shown you some of the necklaces the other day. So a lot of them are blue sea kind of colours, and a lot of them pink. And I was hoping to do a lot better with these are lovely, I love these. I was hoping to do a lot better with the necklaces, but I didn't do very well with the necklaces. So Bob's your uncle, Annie's your fan. Didn't do well, but that's okay because I've got another fair coming up in December. God knows what you're seeing on the camera when I'm trying to get up and move around. Lord knows. Okay. And so I also did lots of earrings. Now, these earrings I think are quite sweet for Halloween. I did, again, the mini skulls for earrings, which I decided to go the nice colourful route rather than the depressing black kind of like route. I realised I've just said route instead of route. How very American. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just not American. And I did some different types of Halloween stuff. But these are all from, they were all from molds. I'd ordered in loads of molds because I needed to get lots of work done in time for this, for the fair. All of the earrings, I think I mentioned the other day when I showed you, let me just move this up. When I showed you me putting, just transposing the necklaces into earrings instead, so I could have more earrings. So these are the earrings. So I've got lots of different ones, all slightly different. These colourful ones I think are rather glorious. And those, there's some of the ones I did the other night. And those ones I think were the ones that I did on screen. Okay, so that's some of the things some of the smaller things that I've done with that resin. But the stuff that I really should have put this organised before, shouldn't I? The stuff that I really loved to do. Hi, it's me again. Stuff that I really loved to do was the freeform style of resin, which is this kind of thing. So that is like a little pot, and it's a Heidi pot. And I used to love making Heidi pots. That particular pot, let me just get it up here. That particular pot, I decided to do, I don't know where they're blinking are. I decided to do a couple of tea lights to go with it. So there you go. There's the two tea lights to perfectly match the Heidi pot. A long time ago I did this, and I love this. I called it the Wave, and I don't know if you can see the different blues that go through it. I think in there probably, I'm not quite sure. Let me see, if I put my hand in there it might be easy to see. And that was a brilliant pot because it is a proper Heidi pot to put your bits and bobs in. And then I did some gorgeous girly ones, which are quite elaborate. And you make, sorry, my dog's on she's on a rampage, so I'm just trying to ignore her because she's being naughty. And then my big dog's just told her off. That's quite funny. So this is one of my larger pieces, and I love the larger pieces. I sold so many of them, so I haven't got that many to actually show you. But the girly ones always go well. They sell like a dream, I tell you. And one of the freeform one I've got that is similar in design is this one here, which was for Pride. Somebody asked me to do one, so I did one for her, and she absolutely loved it. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to have a go doing exactly the same. I didn't get this one as good as hers. I don't know why. She just went the colours streaked. But saying that, I actually preferred this one because it looked like quite inky. She went quite inky. So I really quite liked her, especially there's this really blue section here. Again, I'm not sure if you can pick up that that blue colour, but it was, I loved making that. So loved making that one. And then the last couple, I can't count because it's not really a couple, it's 3. So the last 3. Dust flying all over the place. The last 3 were ones that were inlaid. So I inlaid the same principle as the ones I've just shown you, but I moulded them over a much wider structure. It was over a bowl actually. I moulded them over a bowl. But I'd put a layered, I'd put a layer of resin, and then when that resin became slightly tacky, I put down, upside down, I'd put the layer of dripped paint, which is what you can see here, and then another layer of resin on top. And then when it was, so that you could touch it but it was still tacky but it didn't come off in your finger, that's when I placed it down on a bowl and let it drip just a little bit. I didn't want these to drip too much, so I did one which I've got on my shelf that obviously there are some that I keep that I don't want to get rid of, but then there are others that I can't keep everything, so some pieces, sorry, I do sell, and I sold quite a few of these. I don't know if they actually look as good as they are in the light, and I don't know if you can see that the paint inlay is actually in kind of like floating. In the flash it looks like they're floating, and then there was they were all named after different times of the year. This is summer. I have winter, I think, is over there. No, spring is over there, and this one's autumn, and this one's winter. So I tend to name all of my pieces. I had one of my favourite pieces, unfortunately got smashed because she was my very favourite piece. She was named after the Wicked Queen. I can't remember what I named her. It was actually the name of the Wicked Queen in Sleeping Beauty. And she was a structure inside another structure, and she was black and gold, and she was on a dripped base. So she was really tricky to do, and also the pieces that had well, when they come down, because you have to put it on top of, like if you were putting it on top of that, you put it on that, and then they drip on top of cellophane or clear wrapping and things like that that are quite thick. And so you put the whole thing over, and then you allow it to drip onto whatever shape you want it to drip on. And I'd put her on deliberately before, maybe just a bit before she should have gone on. So she had really, really long, skinny drips that came up, and oh my God, gorgeous. She's beautiful. And I stupidly put her on the stone fireplace because I was never going to sell it, and I put her on the stone fireplace, and the hearth is stone, and the cat Lenny, our Len, jumped on the fireplace, walked along and knocked her off. And because she was so skinny, because a lot of her tendrils were so skinny, like this, only lots of them. I don't know if you can see that. There were lots of them, and they were all like that. And she just smashed. And I couldn't glue her back together. I couldn't face looking at what she had been and fixing her. So I threw her in the bed and cried. I actually cried, which is very sad. Yeah, that's, that's the way it goes. So there are just a few pieces I make. I've made lots and lots of other things as well, which you don't want to say. You're not going to want to say half of them. But yeah, so, but because I've sold so many things, and now I've realized that it's coming close to Christmas. People will want Christmas things, and I got nothing. I've got nothing Christmassy. So I'm gonna have to get moving on it, really. I still need to order my actually I have ordered it. I've ordered my wires, and I haven't ordered my pliers. I need some pliers and some other bits and bobs, and then I will get to making some lovely jewellery like this one, only this one's been soldered. I'm not up to soldering, but I will wrap. I will do some wrapping and see how I go. If I can't do it, then I've not wasted too much money, because as it turns out, copper's fairly cheap. So I'm starting off in copper, and I will show you. I will film it. I will film my very first attempt and give you a bit of a laugh. Anyway, this has been a long one, and I didn't mean to make this long, so sorry about that. Anyway, so thanks for sharing my time with me. And thanks for sharing your time with me. Did I say that the right way around? No. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.